Alright everyone, yes we are. What's up guys? It's your boy McKinley Crain here, and today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Superman and Lois Season 1, Episode 9, Extended Cut. Now let's get into it. So I watched this episode yesterday. Watched it like a day after it came out. Well, watched the extended cut of the episode. But that's only supposed to be a little bit longer than the normal episode. I watched this one on the CW app. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, Superman and Lois is a 2021 drama action series that stars Tyler Hoechlin as Clark Kent, aka Superman, and Bitsy Tulloch as Lois Lane. And in this episode, it's like it's continuing the story. This episode continues the story of the other episodes, like with Lois Lane investigating Morgan Edge, and Jordan Kent, having to deal with his powers, and Jonathan Kent having to deal with a lot of like changes in his personal life, and just try to still be somebody. Even though he doesn't have powers or anything, so I guess that makes him feel, well, it doesn't just, it's not I guess, it does make him feel a little bit of a disappointment compared to his brother. And it's had an impact on his character in this show, and it's great to see all these characters develop and stuff. It's great. It's really fun to watch these characters communicate with each other, and the character chemistry and just the way the characters interact with each other is part of what makes this show so great. These characters, when they're communicating with each other, that's when most of the strong moments happen in this show and in this episode, and that's great. That's awesome. I love the show. It's perfect. I love this episode. It's perfect. This has been the best episode yet. I know I've been saying that for the past couple of weeks about the most recent episodes, but it's true. This episode, this show is back and better than ever. It just keeps getting better and better, and the story keeps getting better and better. It was always perfect, but it keeps getting better and better and better. I love this show, and I love the characters in this show. They're all so great. In my opinion, Tyler Hoechlin is probably the best adult version of Superman we've ever gotten on screen. I like him even more than I like Henry Cavill, and Christopher Reeve, and whoever the heck that guy in Superman who played Superman in Superman Returns was. He's just, Tyler Hoechlin is just a really great Superman. He's like the best character in the whole show, in my opinion. He's, he basically always wants to do what's right, and is the wisest character in the show, I would say. And is the most likable character in the show. All the characters in the show are likable. Well, downright likable, but like there are some characters that, you know, aren't supposed to be likable on purpose, but, you know, that's the very fact that, you know, they succeed at making you unlike them makes them good characters, if you know what I mean. But that's not what I'm... But, you know, I guess that doesn't mean they're technically likable, but, you know, all the characters in the show are likable in some ways and great. You know, every member of the Kent family is likable and just great, and they're just great characters too. I love the villains in this show. They're just so great. They're so good. They're so like fleshed out. And you know, all the characters in the show are fleshed out. Which is great. This episode has great action scenes. It's got some really intense scenes that are really great. It's got a lot of really touching scenes. And, you know, it has a lot of big reveals too. Which are great. Which are just awesome. Which I honestly really didn't see coming. So they're unpredictable in a good way, of course. And this episode just left me wanting more Superman and Lois, and I can't wait for the new episodes that are coming out. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode, or shall I say the extended cut of this episode, a 100% out of a 100%, which is the equivalent of an A+. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad, I will return.